Hi, today is November 26, 2018, and I've been at this now for what, 24 days or 26 days. I just want to talk to you a moment about mistakes. We all make mistakes. We all have to learn from those mistakes, or else we'll be defined by them. Don't let your mistakes define you. You may have a mistake that you've done with money, a mistake you did by having a child that you feel is a mistake. Now, I'm not saying having that is, but what I'm saying is don't be defined by your mistakes. Don't keep carrying the guilt of the mistake. I did that. I remember something did maybe 40 some years ago, and I carried the guilt so long that I took the person through it over and over and over and over again, apologizing and begging forgiveness. And I lived a life of misery, even when I was smiling and I was doing things. That guilt, the guilt of what I would have done had I had the mistake I was about to make, had that happened, I would have destroyed my life and the life of the person that was coming. And so one day, 38 years later, I'm on my way to the bathroom, and this thought comes to mind. When a person goes to jail, when they're sentenced by the judge in court, the judge lifts his gavel. He pronounces how many years the guilty person who has been tried and convicted by a jury of his peers or whatever, or her peers, he passes a sentence and he says, you're going to be doing this to so and so. Sometimes it's without parole. Sometimes he'll say you're doing 5 to 20, you're doing 10 to 30. Sometimes he say you're doing life. Sometimes he say you're doing double life. But the point is, what the result of that judgment. So if the judge says you're going to do 20 years, 20 years from today, 20 years from November 26, 2018, what day you're getting out of jail. Sometimes you're going to have good days, you can get out sooner. But the point is, the term life of your punishment. But here I was feeling guilty about something I had attempted to do 38 years ago, and how I had been living my life in pain and guilt of something. And then this thought came up, is, okay, Venice, when are you getting out of jail? When do you walk from this prison of guilt? Well, how long is this sentence been going on? How long are you going to stay in jail? And at that moment, I said, God, I've been complaining and crying for 38 years and trying to fix it, and I can't. But I've done my time. 38 years is enough. And I walk from that guilt, and I have never allowed anybody else to make me feel guilty again. Not even the people involved. I don't even have a sorrow anymore, because I didn't, like convicts say when they come out of jail, they say, I done my time. I did my time in guilt. And I'm saying to you, let the guilt go. Try some things you can't make right, but you can, if you can, go to the person and just admit whatever, and then walk away and do whatever they decide to do with it. There's nothing you can do about that, but you can acknowledge and you can walk away. And if you've been feeling guilty about being a bad mom, a bad dad, a bad sister, bad daughter, bad son, learn from your mistakes. Get that learning curve, and you learn from your mistakes. Don't be defined by them. That's all I'm saying. Have a good day. I love you.